gonna be honest, something weird has happened since we've last played. So, first things first, we've taken off our devil robes. We're still a devil worshipper, we're still in Lucifer's zone, but for some reason we're not wearing the robes anymore. Apparently our crown is more important, which I think is fair enough. The other thing is, those eagle eyes of you might be able to notice that our capital is apparently now back to Paris. I don't know why, because I clearly haven't set it to Paris. I haven't clicked over. Wait, what? Oh, is that the Greek name for Paris? I can only assume so, because we are Greek these days. We flipped over so that we could vassalize this dude and grab a little bit of Anatolia, but we can always... I suppose we could actually convert back if we wanted to. I don't know why it's moved us here. Convert back to French, fuck it. And then, can we move our capital? We can. That's clearly an issue with the game. Okay, clearly something is bugged out there, because you're not supposed to move your capital for 600 months. So we can now go back. That's really strange. I need to keep a close eye on that. Maybe it was when we... I don't know, maybe it was when we crowned ourselves? God knows. But anyway, last episode, we crowned ourselves and made the Pope look like a big old idiot. By the way, that Pope who has, since which, allowed us back into the church, removed the excommunication about 2 days later, and by the way, he's also possessed by our demons. So, he'll do basically whatever we want here. Can we request... what can we get from the Pope right now that's actually useful? We can corrupt him, which is fairly funny. Nominate Bishop, fairly... irrelevant. We can just request 2,000 gold at the cost of 3,000 piety though, which is definitely not worth it. We can't really do much with him though, can we? We could ask for claims, but I believe we've already got claims on all this. Oh shit, it's also in a revolt. Well, that's great news. We can't go to war against this dude, but we can go to war against is it you? Oh, we're still at truce with him. I thought we killed him off, but I guess not. Let's just go back to that very quickly. Okay, so we started the plot, but we actually never got anywhere with it. Yeah, no, because nobody wanted to kill him, I remember now. Okay, a little bit annoying. We can lower Imperial Decay, though, which is great news. Okay, -3, we're down to 50 again. That's very, very good. With this guy, we should be able to get the Imperial Decay right down. I don't think we'll be able to get rid of all of it, but we should definitely be able to get down, I think, into the low 20s by the time he actually dies. If we're using the -3 every 5 years, using the tournament as well, or if we get lucky with the -3 every 5 years and get the tournament as well, we're going to get that Imperial Decay down by a hefty amount. And right now, it's actually not injuring us too much. It's actually not too much of a malus compared to what it was when we were back out that minus, what was it, 70% plot power defense or something ridiculous like that. So, don't think we're susceptible to any plots or any assassinations or anything like that. Right, okay, so... people were kind of mad at me last episode because I used my invasion cast a spell against Croatia and got about 7 counties, including the Kingdom of Croatia, rather than going to war with, say, the Seljuks. But bear in mind, when we go to the war with Seljuks, basically the end of the campaign, right? We've got all of Rome at that point. So, unless you want me to dive into that, I did want to check out some of the extra religion features, which is why we're not going to rush these things. Emperor Au Contraire will get his time in the spotlight. He's a patient man. He's not a patient man. He's a diligent man. I can't really... he's a drunkard. Okay, he's a drunkard. Clearly mismanagement. I'm role-playing the character. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. Feel like that's a roleplay we've succeeded with. So, not only that, we do have... let me just make sure everything's still well-equipped. I want to make sure that everything hasn't... or nothing else is glitched out, along with the capital and... oh, God. Are you alright? You've got everything wrong with your face at once. Severely injured. You've got a lot of tattoos. A lot of face tattoos. Very popular in Europe these days. Again, probably something to do with the traits from the new patch. That's really killed it a little bit, huh? It's a real shame we can't see the Great Wonders yet, and I imagine it's going to be a while before HIP implements that system because it's a lot of UI changes. Man, we've started to grab Latvia. I think that's Latvia, isn't it? Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. I think it goes in that order. I don't remember. We've started to grab even more provinces that we really have no interest in there, so that's fantastic. Do you have any Casus Belli against the Seljuk? That's what I want to check before we really dive into things here. We've got Kings de Jour Clermont, XYZ. We could also go for Holy Wars. Religious Reconquest, actually, so not even Holy Wars. Right, not really necessary, I'd say. Yeah, maybe we'll avoid that one a little bit. Holy Wars as well, just regular plain old Holy Wars for anywhere we border. Do we really want to take a duchy? Bear in mind, we've got like 6 kingdoms worth, roughly, in this area of land to grab back. Like, what have we actually got? We've got Nicaea, we've got Broome, we've got... this place, Kilikia. We've got... oh, this place is independent as well. We've got Al Sham. We've got still Al Sham, Missa. There's so much to grab that I think going for duchy after duchy is great. So we'll go to a duchy, get 3 provinces, and then go on a 10-year cooldown against them. I think we'll just wait for the invasion, Casabella, and just do it all in one big swoop. And this guy This guy can be the one to empower the people via religion. I think he's going to be our big old religious character. We've already done it by, you know, obviously possessing the Pope, getting him in our pocket, crowning himself. That's lowered Catholic moral authority. Now we've just got to play the religion game. Now, you guys point out, I didn't actually take faith for this character because I'm an idiot. Do you not take heritage instead? Yeah, no, it's heritage you take rather than faith, so that's actually fine. I guess we've got to wait for another kid now and go for faith again and hopefully start spreading it via this character. The last polishing character in the game, apparently. So it really is now all or nothing if we want to embrace this one. Otherwise, we're going to have to go for some other various, you know, heresies or some other permutations of the faith there. So fingers crossed I can sort of play this in the way that we can preserve the faith and not lose it forever entirely. Way over our vassal limit again as well. What's happened with that? I mean, it's kind of a mess in France, but it's always going to be a mess in France unless we give away the Kingdom of France, which I guess we could if we're in Constantinople now. That is our old capital. Let's see if there are any members of House Karling who would like to hold France. I would like France to always be under a Karling. So we've got Au Contraire, but I don't believe he's allowed to inherit. He's not. What male members of our dynasty? I don't think we've got anyone, have we? What about, like, just land our son, I guess, or we've got, like, a younger brother, perhaps? Nope, they are all dead through reasons. Let's just say that, reasons. My half brother is actually the leader of the Teutonic Order, which is awesome. Wow, he's made his way up there quite quickly, hasn't he? We can also just straight up get him excommunicated whenever we want, because the Pope has no choice but to do that. Very, very powerful for getting rid of dissenting vassals, too. I mean, I feel like I've got to throw France away at this point. Do we have any other kingdom level titles? No, we could give away Jaffa Ascalon, but that's not going to really do much, is it, seeing as that counts for our domain. Oh man, it massively counts for our domain as well, so I don't particularly want to give away that much stuff. Yeah, no, this sucks. Okay, fine, we'll just give away France to any old person right now, because that's going to cut in our vassal, that's going to cut into our taxes massively. I don't want to give away France because it's our classic kingdom level title there, but you know what? We've got to move on to bigger and better things. Don't look back. Only look forward to Rome itself. Is that a Klingon? Mr. Worf, is that you? That is Mr. Worf. What the fuck is on his head? That's so weird. Despot, son of Satan. Of course. Yeah, no, he sounds a trustworthy fella. He's another one of these Ismaili claimants. We've got many of those going around. Almost every character is that. It must replace some really, really common trait. And again, that's caused by the new patch that's been released, the Great Works patch, which I'd like to check out. But again, we're sort of trapped. Let's just have every single title. Then we'll take every single one of these. Thank you very much. Right, so we made Denmark, which we're just going to chuck at a pre-existing king. So you know what? You can have this, my dude. Just take it. Tidy up the vassals as much as possible. There we go. So he's got Denmark and most of Sweden there. So that's fine. Most of Denmark and almost all of Sweden there. What else did we get out of that one? We have a bunch of titles then. Courland, which is this one. There you go. You can have that one as well. This guy's getting all the titles here. You're welcome, my friend. We've got the gold. We might as well spend it. So, what's the plan now then? Well, we've got 32,000 gold. On the subject of that, let's build Constantinople up into an absolute powerhouse. So let's oversee. Are you really the best? I mean, is it really worth upsetting a powerful vassal over 2 points of stewardship? Of course it is. What a silly question. Right, let's oversee Constantinople and just build this place into an absolute powerhouse. In fact, we could probably only build a little bit more, can't we? Because we've recently done a big old upgrade in this place. In fact, when we came into possession of it, yeah, there's actually so little we can build. God damn it, what am I supposed to do with all this money now? Build a fort? Hey, that's better than nothing, huh? So forts are obviously a bit more of a permanent feature in this. And honestly, building it in Constantinople with this choke point could actually be very, very good, especially seeing as it's our only, as it's our capital and we don't really have a capital duchy anymore. This is, I think that makes it fairly more important. You know, we haven't got Paris to fall back on anymore, so let's make sure this place is as fortified as possible. And there we go, that's pretty hefty, I think. That's 1,784 garrison, that's huge. And then fort level of 8 as well. These forts are actually way more useful these days. Oh, good. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, I can still sense an inhuman touch on my soul. I've become a changed man. We're now arbitrary as well. Fantastic, incredible. Now, to my knowledge, there is no way to play as using the unholy impregnation to summon a demon's father, the unholy child, and play into the spawn of Satan. To my knowledge, there's no way to do that as a male. You have to be playing as a female character and use it on yourself, right, to have that character become your heir. Because if we do it, it counts as a bastard born to my wife if we were to do it now. And then obviously there's no way to legitimize it because it's not actually your child. So I'm almost certain that's impossible. They might have changed something, so I'm still going to try it anyway because it's kind of fun summoning demons to fuck your wife. What am I saying? This sounds like a horrible idea. We're still going to do it, because it's, you know, we've got to spend these points on something, huh? And we'd normally just be, what, teaching them diligence or giving them virtues? No, that's pointless. And you just talk to the church, Pope Gregorius. You know what, if anyone's going to do it... Wait, the popes are not only our regent, which sounds horrible, he's also a court chaplain. That's incredible. We can send the Pope on personal missions there. As long as he's not hunting apostates, I don't care. Right, so let's take a look at the religious map. Catholic is pretty much dominating, so when we convert, this is going to be a horrible, horrible idea. Maybe we take scholarship? Maybe becoming cynical might give us some paths to conversion, because she can approach us and basically say, hey, what do you think of my religion? If we're cynical, that's more likely for that event to fire. But I think we can get cynical just being part of the Satanic Society for long enough. But we'll try and also shuffle things along here. Maybe skip the whole... Oh, there we go. Okay, that's pretty good. So we can definitely pass on to the next generation if nothing else. As long as I've got to remember, pick heritage, for God's sake. Yeah, again, she might be able to pass it on to us, and that way we'll be able to skip the whole waiting a generation before we can pass it on again. Fingers crossed, we might also be able to pass it on to the children. Anyway, there is an event if your ward is a different religion, even without going for heritage, to just say, hey, what do you think about other Jesus? I don't really know how Paulishian would relate to that, but, you know, this other Jesus. Here we go, this is what we're after. A Basilius to remember. While avoiding being forgotten entirely is my primary concern, blah, 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 we're trying to forge a bloodline at the grand old age of 24. Obviously, because we have, oh my god, 28,000 prestige. 99 prestige per month. That's insane. Paragon of Virtue, Prosperity and Knowledge. What have we not done? Remember Fear? We have done that one. Prosperity and Knowledge. Paragon of Virtue. That sounds a bit pointless. What was the other path of Fear? Because I feel like that's an important one. There was another... there was another bloodline associated with Fear that I'd rather go for. It might just be another vile blood, but it might give different options is what I'm going for. A daughter, Cord Adelaide. Terrible. Let's go for the random name and see if we've got any already preloaded into the system here, because I'm not looking up any more. I think that's appropriate. I was going to say I'm not looking up any more French names, and that would come up. Right, so you are definitely going to take heritage, and you are definitely going to be educated by your mother. There she is. Alright, in the hopes that we can pass that on to at least somebody in the next generation. And that right there is the world's greatest retinue. So we flipped culture again, so we have to rebuild everything. We could have gone for cataphracts with Greek, I guess, but we'll go back to Frankish, because I feel like that's abandoning our roots, you know? Frankish, Holy Roman Empire, led by House Karling. I think intrinsically Frankish, let's be honest. So now we've got a mixture of knights there, but more importantly, it's mostly heavy cavalry, and more importantly, it's got morale, attack, and defense bonuses. This is gonna just shred everything it fights. Now, they've spawned in friggin' Paris. Brilliant. And we've got raiders. That's the whole reason I thought, hang on a minute, where the hell's our retinue? And then I realized that it's obviously going to be culturally converted. Right, let's just quickly raise some people. Who is this hideous man and his thumb of a wife? Villain who must learn on his own. Only villains do that. Right, let's move this way and just quickly crush everybody. There we go. Right, get out of here. Let's put these troops back down again. Then we'll move the retinues actually to Constantinople, because I feel like they're not very much use all the way over in France. Now, even though we've given away the Kingdom of France, I was, you know, careful to keep actual Paris, because that's fairly useful. I've encountered Abjura Delbar many times in carrying out my duties, and it's always a pleasant occasion. I think this is friendship. Sure, we'll become friends with some randomer in our society. Why the hell not? Honestly, while we've got a lot of waiting going along, you know what we haven't done for a while? We haven't been to China. Oh, we're out traveling to a coronation right now. Well, when we're done with that, we're going to go straight to China, because that's something we haven't done in, like I said, a very, very long time. Might as well go on a cowtail, see if we can't get ourselves some artifacts, something along those lines. Again, while we wait for... Do I care about this? Kinda. It's this egg of a man making titles that... You know what? No, I changed my mind. I was going to say, do I care about my vassals making titles? Do we want to filter that out? Yeah, that's gone forever. Right, let's bring the retinues down, let those guys reinforce. It's going to be a while before they do anything. Alright. God will show me the way to eternal glory. I swear to God I didn't pick that one. I swear I picked the evil button. Spreading the true faith across your realm and beyond. Oh! So that we will fear them as like a, you know, like a religious warrior, like a crazed zealot. I must be remembered no matter how. Increasing your power as a Basilius. That sounds good. That sounds fun. Let's do that one. I think this really suits our guy. Really don't care about... It resets the message settings whenever we open the game as well with the current patch. I don't know what the hell... This is a cursed playthrough now. This is every time that they release a patch for this game, this happens. The Iron Basilius of Constantinople. It's come to my attention that several old laws issued by less forward-thinking rulers than I still plague the judicial system of our realm, imposing undue limitations on my authority as Basilius. How am I supposed to accomplish anything worthy of note when I am bound by the leftovers of a long time since forgotten? I will revise the legal system myself. By acting fast and investing the most amount of resources, you will find a bloodline much sooner. We lose arbitrary for that. That doesn't seem right. Hire scholars to revise these laws. Oh, so we always lose arbitrary. Sure. I will revise the legal system myself because of our high learning. We're just going to rewrite the entire laws of the Byzantine Empire. Or the Holy Roman Empire. Why are we called Basilius? Is that because we were Greek for a brief second? It was still the Basilius, though, even though we're now French. It's very confusing. Alright. How long have we been away on this goddamn pilgrimage? That's not right. What are we doing that's supposedly on a pilgrimage for? I thought we went to a coronation, but this has been going on way too long now. We've just gone forever. On a journey. Okay, let's just wait and see what happens. Well, seeing as we're apparently trapped on an eternal adventure, we might as well have our people build us a new observatory in the hopes that we can kind of get cynical out of it or something along those. Anything that might increase the chance of our wife approaching us about maybe converting religion. You up for that? Does she like us? Well, she likes us, so I don't know if that's a barrier to it, but, you know, maybe she respects us too much now to try and convert us. We've been away for a very, very long time. I'm getting concerned we might just be stuck somewhere. Just as out traveling. Ever since I started my legal reform, I've had an increasing series of people, petty noblemen and peasants alike, pestering me about the changes I'm making to our laws. They claim that the reform is motivated by selfish motives, and I only wish to accumulate power and tyrannize my subjects. No matter, the dissenters will soon disappear. Excellent. Because of our high intrigue, we can kill them all and gain the trait cruel. Of course, this guy is... I feel like he may just be the next step above Au Contraire the Missionary, or, you know, the monster. Speaking of becoming a bigger monster, let's request a rank up. So that gives us Dark Divorce, Dark Healing, and Invite Disciple of Satan. None of those are particularly useful, are they? I don't think Dark Healing is going to come into play very much. I can't imagine we're going to be on the front lines at all. Oh, we're next in line. Suddenly, I'm interested in you disappearing. Oh, you know what? She's probably got quite... I was going to say probably quite high intrigue from the fact that she's the head of this society, which gives intrigue bonuses. So I guess we'll leave her to it. She's also a Catholic heresy orthodox. It's impressive. Right, can we go to war with you again yet? Because we can't kill him off, so we might as well... There we go. Right, now we can... Oh, we can force vassalize him now. Oh, interesting. Okay. What will that do for us? It's just... We'll lose 2,500 prestige. Yeah, we can afford that. Nice. Move in. There we go. That's the last of Greece. Now, we need to check on our intrigue tab. Well, we'll check when we're done with this, so I'm not focusing on about 100,000 things at once. Studying the stars, too. We need to check when we're done with this whether or not we've ticked at least some of the boxes for this. Obviously, we haven't got the Levin yet. Or Northern Africa. But surely we've got... We must have ticked one of those 3 prerequisites, right? 15,000... Well, it was 19,000 a second ago, but apparently 16.7% attrition is annihilating us here. What is this? What disease? Syphilis. Okay, that's fine. Let's do it. The absolute death stack. I think we're going to kill very, very many amounts of them. A very large number amount. Yeah, get out of here. Right, no, I don't... I wish we could say, hey, don't bother telling me about people who burn the state. We lost 79. They lost 3,123. No one's going to be able to stop us now. More importantly, this is cool. The Iron Basilius of Constantinople. In his greedy lust for power, Basilius Au Contraire has turned many of his past followers away while losing himself to a spiral of selfishness and tyranny. Having lost any care he might have had for his subjects, he has focused his entire attention into accumulating more power under his title and celebrating his alleged accomplishments of Basilius. I am the most magnificent Basilius of all time, believe me. People tell me this all the time. We're known as the Ruthless. Well, this was a horrible idea. Like, this is actually terrible. National Revolt is plus 1%, because we're a tyrant. Arrest chance plus 7%, which is pointless, because everybody likes us. Vassal opinion minus 10. They're still going to like us. Easier to plot to revoke vassal titles. I'm not interested in. What a terrible bloodline. I don't really know what I expected, but that's kind of funny. Now known as Basilius Au Contraire the Ruthless. Started with murder. We did also sacrifice a pope. Similar Great Council. That's got to be so easy to do, right? 18 skill or more? Okay, so it's just our spy master. Cannot dismiss your regent from us, and because we're permanently on this journey, which we're never coming back from by the looks of it. What has happened with this? I don't know what event will have fired that would take you away from court for this long. Well, either way, we've got a lot of sieging to do now. We could also raise troops directly from Constantinople and move them up to his capital, which apparently is somewhere up there. Right, let's get these 9,000 men. That'll do all the way up there. And court chaplain, so you'll do. The Pope retired. Good, probably for the best. Oh, hang on, the Pope retired. No, that's not for the best at all. Excuse me, I need to possess you. But we can't, because we can't access him. Because we're in the middle of nowhere, apparently. On some... Oh, for the love of God. On some ridiculous adventure that we can't come back from. I might have to manually bring him home, you know. Maybe just to expedite the process a little bit, because this seems very weird. Oh, look, we're suddenly home, and apparently we can close the gate as well. Alright, that's fine. The Regency has ended. Thank God, we're home. So now we can sack our spy master. Probably not the best idea. Swap it out for Ferdinando, the Prince of Chipre. Sure, I think that sounds about right. And there we go. Great Council is now fulfilled. How do the stars move, or is there something strange out there? I think we need to go with... Wait, this one makes us a heretic, doesn't it? Is there something strange out there? Well, that's an Necronomicon event chain. I'm going to go with How do the stars move, mainly because A, I don't really do it very often, but B, I think that's the one where you become cynical, right? Because you're sort of disproving the Catholic Church. Once again, I'd like to point out, common theme with this playthrough right now, huh? Right, so let's move these troops up. I want to vassalize this dude as soon as possible. We'll see what other claims we've got going on, but I think that should tick off a box, right? Seems like we've got so much, but we've barely made any progress at all to Rome. Oh, that's nice. Okay, for some time, my brother in darkness, Farhad Assadzadeh, has been researching the proper ritual for invoking a certain demon prince. Unlimited power. We might be able to get the... Oh, God. I was going to say, we may get the Epiphany event and get +2 to everything. Our coven surrounds the summoning circle. The correct symbols drawn, the fatty candles burning a sickly green. Farhad intones the final invocation just as I offer up the sacrifice. But I bungle? What does that mean? I bungle the cut and the drug child starts screaming. The dagger slips from my bloody hands when I hear the insane laughter issuing forth from the circle. Pathetic cattle, you are playing with forces you cannot comprehend. Learn your place. Pandemonium erupts as a fiery figure flashes into being and starts to fade away. Some brethren start crying and shrieking. Others try to kill each other. One sister is trying to poke her own eyes out right in front of Farhad, who just stands there, drool running down the corner of his mouth. I feel terrible. Emperor Contraire. Against the trait cancer. Oh, shit. Well. Healing? You can't heal that, right? Nope. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe we can. Maybe we just need to hit 300 first. I don't think you can heal it. It wouldn't make much sense otherwise, right? Satan favors Priest au contraire. The day for... okay, new child of Satan. Oh, shit. We get to pick. Interesting. Right. Okay. So how do we do the whole unholy impregnation? Needs to be a member of the Devil Worshipper Society. Okay. How do we... Oh, we can't, though, because she's a different religion. Probably... Oh, no, wait, she's fine. Must be a sinner. Ah, I see. Classic. We just can't recruit her because she's too nice and pure and good and nice. Okay, then. How could we do this? We could demonically impregnate our... Is there like a sister or something in line? No. Could do it to my daughter when she's older. And then play as that daughter's child. Nah, this is getting way too complicated. How are we going to do this? My wife, Praxidia, is pregnant. Not with a demon, though, unfortunately. Right, 47% war score. How the hell is this war taking so long? We've got his capital sieged. We've got this province sieged as well. There's this completely random nowhere place, which we will also assault down very, very quickly. I mean, what am I missing here? Oh, God, we gained something then. I completely missed it. Cynical. We gained Cynical from the event. When I was trying to click through all these sieges, we did actually get it. Okay, that's incredible. Again, very unlikely she'll actually approach us and say, hey, become Paulician, because, you know, probably not likely to say yes in regular circumstances, but we can at least try. How is this taking so friggin' long? I just don't get why we're at 55% war score when we've got, like, almost all of his... Well, we've got all but one province siege now? Constantinople becomes French. I've never heard anything so incredible in my life. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. A Latin Constantinople, led by the Holy Roman Empire Karling. Everything is wrong with this. Turns out that other uprising was right there all along, so we might as well just move on and take him out. Must press forward. 30 gold, man. That's gonna break the bank, isn't it? 30 whole gold. It seems weird that some events aren't, you know, depending on your wealth, the scaled wealth. It just doesn't make any sense. Alright, we've got traits. They're terrible. I mean, imposing isn't bad. Fruitful is obviously terrible. Oh, man, imposing's not too bad, though. Vassal opinion +5 is quite nice. I'm going to go heritage again. And we're just going to train every kid with heritage for now. And we can dark heal ourselves. Impressive. Okay, I didn't think you could do that with cancer, but there we go. Right, you will be trained by Praxidia in the art of being a not Catholic. Bertrand is a terrible name. See what we've got. Come on, there's got to be a good name. There was a La Baguette. We haven't had a La Baguette in a serious amount of time. We haven't had have we even had a second La Baguette? I'm not sure. This kid might end up being our heir as well. I mean, he's clearly no prodigy, but imposing is pretty good. And if he's Paulician, that's going to win me over, because becoming the head of our own faith seems pretty cool. Right, so, in the meantime, we'll move down, crush this rebellion, deliver him. How is he still hanging on? What have you got? 300 men? He doesn't have any holdings personally. Oh. Wait, no, he's got this one, which we've already... This doesn't make any sense. So I think his duke was actually the most powerful member of this kingdom, if you can call it that. He's got 2 dukes under him, both of which are more powerful than him. But this is going to be 100%. There we go. Nice. Okay, thank you very much. That's the last holdout of... He's technically our vassal now, which is kind of annoying. Last holdout of Greece then. Now let's check. Restore the Roman Empire. We do not have Byzantium. We don't have the Balkans and Sicily. And we don't... How would we not have the Balkans and Sicily? Right, I need to check this one then. There must be like a... We must have missed just a single, you know, like a random castle or barony somewhere. So let's go to regions. We want Balkans and Sicily, so that's the bottom one. We definitely control all of that. So we're looking for a holding somewhere underneath that that's not ours. It should be fairly easy to spot. I could also use the ledger to try and find this, but that's also kind of a pain in the ass. Well, that one's highlighted a different color, but I don't think it's relevant. Oh, shit, Malta counts as Sicily. Right. Okay. Oh, of course the new pope will say no, because he's not a demon pope. Right, let's demon the pope up, and let's see if we can get ourselves a claim on Malta, then. Come on, do it, please. Grab him. Okay, you then. Let's go ahead and stop leading troops. Hey, stop leading that. Where's the button? Painting in this goddamn interface. Okay, dark healing. Can't do. We need to be wounded, maimed, or disease, or severe medical... Oh, we just don't have the dark power, because we just possess the Pope. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can blast that cancer away with the power of demons. You know, the demon giveth, the demon taketh away. Loyal servant. There we go. Okay, so we go over to Malta. We say, hello. This is looking quite nice. I would like to claim... I guess we just claim... Oh, counts as Sicily? Huh. Well, that's annoying. Could we just run a claim on that, I guess? Can we just get a claim on his county instead? That'll make our lives a lot easier. Fortress of Malta. Yes, he's going to give that to us. That is just this island, right? Boom. I'll take it. Thank you, Pope. Much appreciated. Let's move in and quickly grab that. And then I think that ticks off one of the 3 areas we have to go for the reconquest. Boom. Okay, let's get this done. I want to make some progress towards Rome for once, because I feel like we've just been stagnating for a couple of episodes now trying to get this religion stuff done. We're really not pushing towards the ultimate goal here of a Karling Rome. The true glory to the Karling dynasty. Who's this fella? Hello. We want me to kill Jada? Absolutely not. I've never heard of her before, and I have no interest in backing random plots to kill people. I can't be bothered to do the whole spawn of Satan thing. I might even try and make it so we play... Do we have a female prodigy? No. She's got one with a pleasing voice. I'm gonna say, it would be kind of fun to play as a Paulician head of the faith who's also a spawn of Satan. That's the end game goal. Karling Roman Empire, Paulician head of faith, spawn of Satan. And then we'll leave it there. That sounds absolutely incredible. Oh god, I keep forgetting about this bloody rebellion. God damn it. Okay, right. Jesus. Okay, move the retinues. Kill them all. Kill them all, retinues. We'll take out the Knights of Malta. Don't worry, they don't stand a goddamn... Is that 913 boats? How many men have we got there? I swear that said 1,000 men. Oh my god. Okay, no, it didn't. It was 11,000 men. I just couldn't see the first one. Right, excuse me. We need to borrow this one. See, this would be an action that I think would normally, quite rightfully, get you probably excommunicated. But seeing as the Pope sanctioned it, I mean, what's he going to do, really? Right, let's merge these troops together. Luckily, we can assault this one down as well. So let's quickly get this one ticked off our Rome list. Santa, for Christmas, I'd like to be the Roman Emperor. Or Pope. Hello, my good friend Pope. It's easy to confuse the Pope and Santa, really. Hello, Pope. For this Christmas, I'd like to be the Roman Emperor. Right. Okay, enforce demands. There we go. Boom. Thank you very much. Malta is ours. Please tell me that counts. No. For fuck's sake, what am I missing now? Alright, hang on. So these boys we can stand down because that is ours. Thank you very much. Put those in a friendly port. Oh, God, what do they want? The Knights have been looking for somewhere defensible, and we can think they want Malta. The Knights of Malta, who we just stole Malta from, want Malta back from me. No, I need these lands. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, God, I thought that was the other rebellion dealt with, but no, it's actually just another rebellion. This is stupid. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. 16 troops versus 18,000 of the strongest retinues ever. Mr. War looking very disapproving. What the hell are we supposed to do? We can't salt it down. Are you... Oh, my God. This is a horrible mechanic. It just needs completely reworking entirely. Where's this other rebellion? The Kaiserlet Romover Revolt? I didn't even know I had this area. Okay, well, we've apparently grabbed a little bit more. Fantastic. Okay, so my vassals have started to declare wars, which they're not intending on finishing. Great. There's clearly some random holding amid this that we haven't got yet. Oh, man, that's so annoying. I can't see any other outlined counties, so it actually just must be a sub-holding. If any of you know a quicker way to track these things down than manually just looking for a shield variation, please, for the love of God, let me know. Can use the ledger when Rome is bigger to try and find independent holdings, but this is not going to work for this one, unfortunately. Especially because we're looking at a region, which are so rarely used. I don't think there's many mechanics surrounding them. Yeah, I have no idea with that one then, team. It's annoying. Alright, well, let's just move on to the next one. We can more or less, I think, safely tick that one off. So then we've got Byzantium, which is obviously fighting the Seljuks, which is not possible right now. Then we've also got, as the final one, if I can find the right fucking thing, Italia, Levant, and Northeast Africa. So we've definitely got Italia. I assume that's a separate... does that count as a separate region? Nope. Oh, yes, no, it is. It's the top one. Okay. So we've definitely got Italia, 100%. Yep, so that's just Sicily, Italy, Sardinia, and Corsica. Got that, 100%. So then we also want to go down to, sorry. Okay, hang on. We want to go down to, nope, that counts as fucking Lombardy. What is wrong with this game? Italia, Levant, Northeast Africa. Right, you know what, I'm going to the fucking Levant. We're going to go for it. Apparently clicking on Italy doesn't goddamn count. Right, here we go. Boom. So we've got, man, we've got almost all of Africa, obviously, besides just the Nile Delta. That's not a huge amount to get. Honestly, that's really not a huge amount to get at all. Thank you all for watching. Well, I can only apologize about the slowness of these episodes. So what I'm going to do to prevent shit like this happening in the future, number one, also, if we ever go on a journey again, I'm going to make sure either A, we don't go on the journey in the first place, or B, make sure we're back within a couple of months, because that wasted a lot of time, me waiting for him to get home, and then, you know, eventually just chalking it up to the game being bugged out. B, I'm going to disable this crap, because I think if there's 16 dudes in a castle, we should probably just be able to walk in and say, hey, this is my goddamn castle, when we've got literally 10,000 times the men there. That's absurd. Finally, I think just maybe trying to track down these last holdings in between episodes would definitely help out a lot as well, trying to work out what exactly we're missing. I will make a concerted effort to try and find this one down and mark it down. We'll mark down the holder of special interest or whatever so we can immediately swipe that out next episode. Let's give a shout out to all of the insane top tier level patrons for making this series possible. The new Patreon list should be available by the end of today. I know I've said that every day for the past few days, but it's taken them a significantly long time again, because hey, welcome to Patreon, where we can't do anything promptly. A big thank you to Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Atmosis, Sidini, Alpha Scuff, Tim Bragg, Gray, Lolrus, Crosis, Vacuous Backers, Josh Lendine Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Palvis Presley, Suna Kirito, Wolfsent, Conspired T, Jimbo, Orcs Wolf, Fakuna Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazzy 7011, Daniel Faust, and Eric B for their support in the insanity levels on Patreon. Thank you, it is most appreciated. Thank you for your support, especially at such a generous amount. And a big thank you as well to Shari, Sidini, Andrew Wilson, Nathaniel Lemberg, Euphrates, Icy the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Petimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Joran De Vries, Haji Demar, Arakira, Don, Crazy Pat, Don Conning 217, Zet McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sir Death, Astro, Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, and in person, John Holiday, Zico, Jay Lara, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and Justin Plock.